I don't think this was a well pleaded uh, pleading because they don't sufficiently put the allegation together to match the facts. All they do, in my opinion, is that they just repeat the facts. Where in this section, in these sections where you see count, it's supposed to say, in my opinion, the defendants did knowingly and willingly slander Cardi B. According to the law, this statute applies. Or according to the law, in this case, this happened, so on and so forth. Now, it could be that there's no precedent for this, which I doubt. The internet has been around for a while. And even if you're not basing it off the internet, you can still say, this newspaper did this or this newspaper did that. It's similar to this. And, the plaintiffs knowing, I mean, the defendants knowingly and willingly, did such and such and such. It doesn't do this. Long story though, it just repeats the facts. So that's one of the things that I found weird. But again, I'm not a lawyer, never going to law school. So, I'm just Joe Blow on the internet. So don't take me seriously. But if I'm interested to hear what you guys say if you have experience with this. So, moving on, what they do say is a plaintiff is entitled to a special damages for the following: harm, emotional distress, impairment to her name, character, reputation. Additionally, plaintiff requests an award of punitive damages and attorney fees beyond and in excess of damages necessary to compensate the plaintiff for injuries resulting from the defendant's conduct. Additionally, as directed and proximate result of the foregoing, plaintiff is entitled to an order permanently enjoin the defendants and all their respective agents, officers, employees, representatives, successors, assigned attorneys, and other persons acting for, with, by, and through, or authority from Kebe or Jones, or in concerts, blah, 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 blah. They're basically saying anybody affiliated with Star Jones and Kebe need to stop this, right? And then count two, slander against defendants. Essentially, the same comment for me is going to be applied here. And I'm not even going to read the rest because it's really a regurgitation of count one, and then count three, liable. These are all different types of counts, but all of them are kind of in the family of defamation of character and invasion of privacy. So just moving on. Basically, I'm going to skip this as well. Another count, invasion of privacy, false light. Just moving on. Essentially, they all say the same thing. There's not much difference in the actual counts and what they say. I think the counts were written poorly. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a lawyer. So anyway, let's get to what Cardi B is asking for. Cardi B is asking for an award of damages in amounts pertaining to each to be determined at trial, but not less than $75,000, including general and special, consequential, actual, statutory, and punitive damages. Right. So we don't know. We know the bare minimum of what Cardi B is asking for is 75,000. But who is to say what that number is going to be when it gets to court? It could be $1 million, right? It could be 3 million, 5 million. Who knows? Awarding and accounting to the plaintiff for the gains and profits of the defendants arising from their unlawful conduct. So they want to know how much money Tasha K made from a social media platform as it relates to the videos produced by, for pertaining to Cardi B. So they want to know how much money she made from advertisement, and they want to know how much money that Tasha K got from YouTube for the Cardi B videos. And of course, they want to keep the defendants from constantly posting defamatory statements about Cardi B. They want to issue an order requiring Kibi to retract, remove, and repudiate all defamatory and disparaging statements made regarding the plaintiff. So again, I really think that they should have sued YouTube. They should have sued Instagram. and they should have sued any other platform where these comments are being made. And the strategy on that is, like, if you're really looking to have them take this information down, then the platform is going to be able to provide immediate relief. I think the instant the platform sees that they're being sued, they're not going to want any parts of this, because it's an easy solution for them. It's an easy solution, rather than to pay some lawyer, probably, two, 300,000, or a team of lawyers, two, three, $400,000 a year to run back and forth to court. The easy thing for them to do is to say, hey, these are comments about another person. These comments aren't submitted with any evidence. See, if they look at the videos, and they find, and I'm not saying there's evidence or there's not evidence, but to me, the videos that I saw, there didn't seem to be any evidence. But the platform can easily look at the content, and they can easily determine whether or not this content is being submitted with evidence or any facts, right? And if it's not, in my opinion, the content provider is going to, the platform provider is going to say, hey, let's just take this down, right? It's an easy solution. Now, it's actually kind of funny, because one of the things I alleged in the first video, the video labeled is the Cardi B lawsuit making Tasha K desperate. One of the things I allege in that video is the fact that Tasha K, not necessarily fact, I'm sorry, I retract that, is the allegation that Tasha K has put up a video saying that it's exclusive, and she has evidence saying that, some of the stuff about Cardi B is true. And then she, creates this Instagram account. And then in that Instagram account, she's continuing to post more defamatory statements. Not Instagram, I'm sorry, in this Patreon. I guess I'm getting tired here. In this Patreon account, she puts up more of the same stuff, where she's really claiming to have evidence. But, when you read the stuff, it's not actual evidence. It's really just an anonymous email from somebody. So she's posting a lot of stuff that, more than likely, well, I'll say that she's posting a lot of stuff without any facts, any evidence, right? I try to refrain from doing stuff like that. If I've done something like that, call me on it. Call me on it, and I'll try to take it down, right? I'll try to take it down or find some way to address it. I try to basically produce facts. If it's not a fact, I'll tell you up front, it's my allegation, or I got this information from this source, right? So I'm not posting anonymous emails, and people are saying that Tasha K doesn't fact check. People are sending Tasha K emails. This is what people are alleging. People are alleging that Tasha K is receiving emails. She doesn't fact check anything. She just posts anything that she thinks is going to get clicks. Something I myself is being accused of doing. I can tell you that part of that is true and part of it is not true. Yeah, I'm trying to get clicks, but on the same token, I'm not finna post something, some nonsense somebody sent me an email, which is to allege to be about somebody, right? If you say that, Donald Trump is, you send me an email saying Donald Trump is, found to be smoking crack in the alley in Chicago, I'm not going to post that. I'm not going to post that unless you show me a video of Donald Trump. And even then, I'm probably going to say that the video is probably not real because of, deep fake. So anyway, moving on. Award plaintiff attorney fees and costs, prejudgment and post-judgment interest, and granting plaintiff such other further relief as the court deems just and proper, and there is a jury demand. Now, let me wrap this up. So I'm going to wrap this video up just by saying that a lot of this stuff, if true, and if Cardi B wins, she is going to absolutely destroy. And when I say destroy, I mean utterly destroy. She's going to destroy Tasha K, and she's going to destroy Star Jones. As a matter of fact, I may title this video something like that just for clicks, right? I think I think she's going to destroy them, because you see that they haven't listed any of the damages. They haven't listed any of the damages. And they're basically saying that it's going to at least be $75,000. But you have to pay attention to the fact that the plaintiff is award the plaintiff damages in the amounts pertaining to each to be determined at trial, but not less than $75,000. And she's looking for special, consequential, actual, and statutory and punitive damages. That could be like $10 million. To be honest with you, it could be anything, right? It can be anything, and the only way to not be destroyed by this lawsuit is to basically file bankruptcy. Like after, let's say, I believe, based on what I'm reading now and based on what I've seen, I'm going to tell you right up front that I believe Cardi B is going to win this. And I'm basing this off the information that I've seen already, the videos that I've seen, and the allegations in this lawsuit. Now, my opinion could change after I read the other stuff, but based on that, I think Cardi B is going to win. And the only way for Tasha K and Star Jones to avoid total annihilation is to basically file bankruptcy. But even that's going to destroy their lives, right? So essentially, in my personal opinion, it according to this lawsuit, Tasha K is basically making a living by destroying other people's reputation, right? And a lot companies have done this for years. I think there used to be a newspaper called The Inquirer or The Inquirer Minds Want to Know or something like that. And that's all they did. All they did was produce defamatory articles about people that weren't necessarily true and drag them through the mud. The difference between them and Tasha K and other papers like that is that those papers were incorporated. I don't know if Tasha K is incorporated. If Tasha K is not incorporated, then Tasha K is going to be personally liable for the information that she put out there, the false information that she put out there. She's going to be personally liable, right? Whereas if she's incorporated, then she won't be liable. Now, when I go to unwind at Tasha K, it doesn't appear. I'll double check. I'm not sure. Maybe in the next video that I do, and you guys have to remind me, or you can just do the research yourself. Better yet, do the research yourself and let me know if when you go to Tasha K's site, does it say Unwind LLC or Unwind Incorporated, so on and so forth, right? So if she's not incorporated, she's going to be personally liable for this, and it's kind of sad to lose if she loses. I'm not saying she's going to lose. I believe she's going to lose. If she loses, she's going to basically destroy her entire life over this nonsense. She's going to have to start all over. Bankruptcy is going to be the only way to get out of this. And you're just going to have to admit what you've done and start over. Me personally, I don't think Tasha K is going to quickly admit and she's going to be able to restart her life quickly because she's doing the same thing. With this lawsuit going on, she's constantly posting the same type of material about Cardi B. If it were me, I would just say, hey, a smart criminal. I'm just gonna say, criminal or a smart villain. We won't call Tasha K a criminal. We'll say, but in my personal opinion, she is a villain based off this allegation, off this suit. A smart villain would basically say, okay, I apologize, Cardi B, and then just leave Cardi B alone and just move on to the easier prey. That's my opinion. So that's it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up. Please leave your likes, questions below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you think Tasha K is basically going to lose. Again, this is the first video and many to come. There's lots of material to get through. But let me know what you think. Do you think Tasha K is going to lose this? Do you think Cardi B is going to win? Now, I do know that Tasha K filed a counterclaim against Cardi B. So we're going to try to look at that. We're going to try to get into that and see if it has any merit. But I can say right off the bat, I think Cardi B has a good case. I think Cardi B has some problems with this lawsuit. I would have liked to have seen them involve the platforms Instagram, Twitter, and Google. And I don't like the way that they pleaded the claims. Again, whenever you file a lawsuit, I believe you need a section that states the facts. And then I think you need a second section which puts a claim together. And that claim has to be based off of some type of statute or common law. And it has to relate to the facts. So I think that Cardi B, if she loses, she could lose on something called failure to state a claim to which a relief can be granted, also known as a so what lawsuit. So basically saying, even if everything you say in this lawsuit is true, so what? Who cares? It's not illegal, right? So that's it. Go ahead and leave your questions and comments below. I'm interested in hearing what you think about all this. Please like, share, and subscribe.